Isaac's log. It's a Friday, first month of fall. Mother has asked me to go into the basement again. She's asked me to fetch her a jar of pickles. I'm not sure we even had pickles. First thing I've noticed is that there are too many fires afoot. Why is most of our basement on fire, Mother? I do not understand. Also, I have found a floating book. Telepathy. Well, I'll read that later. Somewhere I will learn how to use telepathy to great advantage. This particular rock seems to be a different color than the others. I shall come back to that one, as I only have one explosive device which Mother gave me in order to explore the basement. I don't know why. It seems to be her thing. However, there also are some other stored explosives that Mother has left down here that I probably should, well, make her aware of, at least, once I return. And yet again, here are the strange headless monsters that spew blood from their necks. Honestly, Mother, I do not understand why you keep things down here. I mean, why would you say, oh, I know, where shall I put the jar of pickles? I'll put them in the basement with all the other strange creatures. This seems to be a spider's nest. Spider's nests I can deal with. These are the kinds of things that you expect to find in a basement. Ouch, that spider was pointy. However, for the majority of other things that I find in our basement, I don't think I fully understand why this is the place where you would store a jar of pickles. Strange jars of meat. Ah, well, at least I've begun finding some tarot cards. I don't fully understand every single one of them, but this is about as good as I think it's going to get. Oh. Ah. The telepathy actually just changed things for that particular room. And I've blown myself up. I've done all the wrong things. Probably should not have tried to read that book just then and there, as it made me very clever, but only in that one room. Apparently crossing through the threshold of a doorway causes you to no longer have the same skills that you had the previous door. This is the worst form of education that you could possibly imagine. The large thing just seems to be spewing flies. I think you should certainly consult a doctor about his condition. Although I am kind of impressed about the fact that he can float around the room. Now, what Mother has failed to inform me of is where this jar of pickles is, so I'm wondering, now, having slightly explored the basement thus far, I'm wondering if perhaps it is on one of the lower levels, as we now know it to contain more than one level. However, what I'm expecting to do is somehow pick it up with my tiny, tiny short arms. Many people have such short arms of this case. Oh my goodness, this fly swallower is a very rude customer. Oh, keeps punching me in the face with his flies. I've seen better days. I've seen better times. However, there were little health sandwiches to hopefully help me gain my strength back in the other room. So once this strange door opens once more. Ah! This monster, once I have finished hurting all of his flies, he also has left me with some tasty sandwiches as well. There, sandwich. And sandwich. Mother's lipstick has been left down here. Perhaps you would like me to retrieve that. I will. I'll apply it to myself for good measure. Now, I've also noticed that this doorway that I've crossed through is apparently has a giant skull above it. These are the ones that apparently the larger creatures here in the basement choose to dwell within. There's some further hearts just there. I do still have my one explosive device, but I'm hesitant to use it right away. Ooh. Now, well, wait a minute. Now, if I do this, I believe I may have enough. I don't think I can destroy all of this, but we shall try. Ah, destroyed all of it. Excellent. And also gained an explosive out of the entire thing. So, oh, I've done it again. That was just plain silly. My plan was to impale myself upon the spikes. See if perhaps I got any sort of usage out of it. It didn't quite take effect. I don't quite have enough money to go into the coin room at the moment, where Mother also seems to keep merchants in the basement. That's fine. I'll just move down. Have not found a jar of pickles just yet. We'll continue the hunt. Downstairs we go. Now, we're in the second floor of the basement. Mother's lipstick, I find, a very fetching color, and I think it really adds something to the entire ensemble that I'm currently sporting of complete nakedness. Oh, and I've accidentally opened this room with one of my keys. Oh well. So we have that strange book. This is the Anarchist's Cookbook. Let's see, the Revelations. That didn't seem to do anything fool me. Not quite sure. Let's try reading this book. Ah! Oh dear. That just set off a lot of explosives. Well, let's go back to telepathy. Perhaps we shall retain this model for the next time I need to gain some strength within a single room. This is me just practicing reading, really. Well, you'd think you'd find some things to do while you were looking for a jar of pickles. Oh! Mother, I can't stand this basement. How I've mentioned this several times. Oh dear! Large jumpy spiders, and they can jump over these rocks that I cannot jump over. That just seems unfair. I am not strong enough yet to deal with any of these strange creatures. There, I managed to get rid of one of them. Aha! Now this one. Oh dear, he jumped over my head. He injured me slightly. I do have another explosive, but I think I may leave that just in case, because I would like to open that chest, but what if that is the only chance I have with a key? And I may need one if I go into that interesting golden room, which always seems to have curious devices. Aha! I gained a second key. Well, that's handy. Oh dear! These creatures with the bombs in their heads actually run towards you and eventually lead to quite a bit of pain if they do come across you and choose to explode right on top of you. So I chose to run. Ah, more coins. Well, let's go and find out if there is a locked room. Aha, there is. Oh, more of these strange monsters. Ah! If you stay away from them, you can blow them up. So this uses the last of my keys, and now I have an infestation. Tongues? What has happened to me? I'm not sure if this has made me stronger. Am I merely fatter? Am I just green? Mother always told me it was not easy being green. Chose not to listen to her. So I have enough money to possibly buy something in the item store. However, I cannot get into the item store. Well, perhaps this machine will deliver me something. It has delivered me drugs. Mother always said I should not try drugs. I choose them all the same. That just teleported me further away from this strange machine. Nothing. I will waste more money on gambling. Gambling and drugs, that's what this room is for. Oh, won't Mother be terribly disappointed with me, but that's alright. She might have to contend with being disappointed with me if I do not return with any kind of jar of pickles. That's the other side of the bad news. If you could provide me with some explosive devices, I seem to have run out. No. Last one. I'm out of coins. Well, that was a waste of time. Onward and upward. Now, within this next room, I do believe there was, aha, yes, a room with a skull above it. There's going to be something large behind here that I will have to try to sort out. And he's riding my hobby horse. That's just not fair. I like that hobby horse. I do not approve of you riding my hobby horse, sir. Oh, dear. There was an insect there and I didn't see it. Oh, I seem to have a number of flies, though. Attack! Attack, my pretties! Stop hurting yourself on the strange floating monster. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. They have a lot of bullets. They're just shooting red spots at me quite harshly, but I believe if I continue avoiding things... Oh, dear, this has not gone well. Okay, so the next thing is he removes his head. He's destroyed my hobby horse. That's not proper at all. I shall be very disappointed if I am not able to retain my hobby horse after this. So this is where Mother put it, and she just said, oh no, your hobby horse broke. I just assumed that she sold it at a yard sale for a quick buck. Mother being the penny pincher that she is. There. There. And I gain a little bit of health back, but what is this? Some small red cube. Ah! It is a cube of meat. May I eat it? No. No, the cube of meat merely floats around behind me. Obviously. No, the telepathy book, that just makes me stronger. I probably should have used it for that fight, but I totally forgot about it. Oh dear. Now then. Let's see what I can destroy here. Here are the two slightly afraid ones. These are the ones that sort of run away from you, and it gets to be quite a nuisance, but I believe I should be able to. Haha! There. Oh, and they turn into larger Larger bugs. Go on. Oh, blimey. Oh, I should have looked at a map. There are no maps. Mother offered me a map to come down to the basement, but I declined, saying, "No, Mother, I know our basement quite well." Never fear, Mother. I am a clever and resourceful boy. Not actually, that's a complete lie. Complete fabrication. Oh, it's a good thing I don't study biology. Those things are creepy. Oh dear. Now we're into these odd creatures that bite painfully. I'm getting hurt, Mother. I'm getting hurt coming into the basement. I do not approve. I do not know why I'm here at all. Well, I've picked up another explosive device, but it's too little too late. I'm not interested in any kinds of things at the moment, so I will just continue on through here. It's possible that I can get these... Oh, stand near the... There, stand near the barrel. I will blow you up. There, take that. Ha. And I'll just blow that one up for good luck. Kablast. Can't quite get into that room with the swords above it. I'm not really sure as to what that does, but here we are. Lots of things that shoot at me. Perfect! I was hoping to have many things shooting at me. Mother, why all the projectiles? I thought I'm not supposed to play with toys like this. No violent games in the household, Mother. That's what you always said. Oh dear. No. These strange worm-like devices. They are slow, but they pack a bit of a wallop if you do not get at them fast enough. Aha! Here we have another... Oh, the High Priestess. I wonder which one that is. I don't know. Now this, if I do this correctly... Aha! Oh, look at that. And I've picked up some more explosives. Because if I knock this rock down, it actually fills in this hole, so I can walk through it. Also, I found a secret room that I've broken into accidentally. What's this? Ah, the rotten head. Well, I sort of like that a bit more than strength. This is some sort of large explosive, I believe. Now, this strange card, I'm unsure what that does. Let's see if I can... Oh, dear! Just hurting myself some more. That's not going well. Stay out of the range of these... The problem is that I only shoot straight. They only shoot straight. So we only just try to shoot straight at each other. No? Nothing? No? There we are. Ha! Oh. Another card. Well, let's find out what this one does. Ha ha! It causes Mother's giant foot to cross down through one level of basement and stomp me flat. Well, I dare say that was rather rude. Well, Mother, it's a bit difficult for me to collect your pickles if you squish through the 2 floors with your foot. I know I used your lipstick, but you could at least let me find your pickles for you. Ugh, fine. Coming back upstairs.